Welcome to the channel. So today is probably one of the most important videos I've ever done on Slick Rides Garage, and that is talking about a little scam that Hughes Internet is trying to run on me. Wait till you guys hear this. If you've ever signed up with Hughes, or if you're with Hughes now, you will definitely want to watch the whole video from front to back. Stay tuned. So in January of 2023, I signed up for the 4th year with Hughes Internet. I had a long discussion with one of their service agents about some problems I've been having with billing. Well, the first one was that I've been overcharged every single time. Every year I signed up, they offer me a deal, and then they start billing me more. And so this year, I went ahead and recorded the call. And when you see what they offered me, and then what they turned around and started doing to me, you're going to be pretty upset, because this is definitely a scam. No question about it. So we're going to start off with a phone call I had with a Hughes customer service agent in July of 2023, where I tried to explain what was going on, how I was being overbilled. At any rate, so after that, then we're going to get into the call from January of 2023. And you're going to get to hear the deal they made me. Then I'll be throwing some commentary in here and there just to kind of get you up to speed, and so you really understand, the scam and the way they try to work the scam, how they draw you in, and how they reassure you, and then later on they lower the boom on you, which is basically what they did to me. So let's start the video, and I'll be back in here in just a few minutes, and we'll throw some things in. Okay, so Hughes Internet has been overcharging me for my internet service for the past 4 months. We're going to call them and see what they have to say.
Thank you for reaching out to your Net's account management department. My name is Rod. How can we assist you?
You all have been overcharging me for the past 4 months for my internet service.
What is your expected fee? What do you mean by that, sir?
Well, I called up in January of this year. I made an agreement with Hughes to pay between $41 and $42 per month for internet service. The first couple of months, the first few months, I was charged $41.39. However, since April, you all have been charging me $61.39. And this is now the 4th year. This is now the 4th year in a row you all have done this to me.
Not really intention of you having this kind of situation. But I'm pretty sure that there will be some documentation on the account. Do you have a phone number or an account number to pull up the records? Let me pull up the account. And what is your name, sir? The account records is linked to... I'm currently checking the charges as we speak, because what you're telling me is your expected fee per month is between $40 or $41.
No, it's between $41 and $42.
Oh, okay.
And for the first couple of months, first few months, I was billed $41.37. And since April, you all have been billing me $61.39. Or $20.02 per month over what our contract amount is. What our agreed upon amount is. Okay, so I'm going to stop it right there. So now we're going to jump to the phone call that I had with the Hughes agent in January. That's January 12th, 2023. And what you're getting ready to hear is the deal that Hughes agent made me. Take a listen. $37.49. 30.
Welcome to HughesNet.
Thank you very much for calling HughesNet Account Management. This is Miguel. Who am I speaking with today? Good afternoon to you, sir. Welcome to my office.
Yes, and before we get started, I'd like to verify that you are a U.S.-based customer service agent.
I am from New Hampshire, Stephen.
Okay, very good. I am calling to discuss with Hughes a problem that I've been overbilled, and that Hughes has failed to honor its contract with me that I signed up for on or just before January 18th, 2022.
I do want to commend you. I want to thank you for you taking this initiative to actually give us a call.
Okay, for this next part, I want to draw your attention to how their customer service agent handles this. He's going to start off by saying, I commend you for calling and everything like that. And then after that, he's going to say that he's the guy who can actually help me. He can do the best job. Let's take a listen.
At this time, okay. Well, like I was saying, Steve, it's a perfect timing, sir. Very good timing that your call and so you can inquire and report this.
Okay, could you please speak up just a little bit, because I just barely heard what you said.
Can you hear me loud and clear now, Steve?
At this time, yes.
At this time, okay. Well, like I was saying, Steve, it's a perfect timing, sir. Very good timing that your call was transferred directly to my office.
Yes.
Just to give you a heads up, I'm the one who handles residential accounts and also business accounts for all users.
Okay.
So compared to the consultants, representatives that you've spoke with before, I would say I'm very, very capable.
Did you hear that? He's trying to make me feel that he's the guy who can best help me, that he can do the best job at trying to resolve any issues I have. He's trying to reassure me and make me feel better. But I didn't fall for that. Watch this. Okay.
I'll make this call quick, brief, and quick for you, Steve. I'll go ahead and check your billing now.
Okay. Thank you.
Here's what I'm going to do. I can see that the promotion has already been expired. Steve, that's the reason why. But now here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to override an account for you.
Okay. There's another draw right there. He says he's going to override the account for me, okay? So what he's trying to do is lead me to believe that he's doing me a favor. And this is all, in my opinion, this is just part of how they draw people back in, dissatisfied customers, how they draw them back in, how they try to get them signed up for service again. Let's listen to the rest of it here.
I will go ahead and provide you an upgrade, sir, an upgraded system. Now, I can see here that you are correct. You were paying $56.39.
Well, that $56.39 was more than what I agreed to pay in January of 2022. Like I said,
How much was the?
I signed up, and at the time that I signed up, I was told that the service with all fees, taxes, all in per month, starting January 18, 2022, was to be for $54.45.
That's with all taxes. Am I correct with that?
That's with everything. And I verified through my bank statement that on January 18th of 2022, I was in fact billed $54.45.
Okay.
And I was.
Now, here's what I'm going to do, Steve. I mean, you've been very nice and you've been very transparent since the beginning of this discussion. What I'm going to do here, Steve, again, I'm going to give you an upgraded system. And instead of you paying $56 or $54 every month, I will go ahead, drop down your bill. Please take note of the amount. Steve, this one will be valid for 12 months here.
Did you hear that? Valid for 12 months. Okay, I'm listening.
I'm going to provide this to you. $39.98, sir. This is with the upgrade, with the internet connection, the equipment lease. With taxes included, Steve, most likely your bill will be around $41 to $42, sir. I'm not quite sure with, it still depends on what state you are in.
I'm in the
So
state of
$39 and
I'm in the state of
Missouri.
Missouri. Yes.
so $39.98 without taxes.
Okay, I understand. Okay, have you heard that right? You heard him say that he's going to offer me service at a monthly rate at $39.98 per month plus tax. So let's listen to what he has to say. My service amount, the total amount I'll pay beginning January of this year and up to and through December of this year will be somewhere between $41 and $42.
That is correct.
Okay. So every time he's offering me something, I'm making sure that I verify it every single time. And it's not so much that I need the verification. It's because I'm recording the call and I want to make sure that that came through on the audio and make sure that that's clear. I mean, the way I feel about it, Hughes has been cheating me for years, and as far as I'm concerned, they can't be trusted. And so let's keep going here and let's hear what we have. Okay. Well, if that's the plan you're offering me, so let me just make sure I have this clear. $41 to $42 per month for the next 12 months. Up, so that runs from January, say the 15th, and up to and including December the 15th.
That is correct, sir.
Okay, very good. Well, I'm definitely interested in that. So as long as the terms are as you say here and as you're offering, then I would consider that acceptable. Now, that's the important point right there. What I just did is I reviewed everything that he offered me. And I told him, as long as you all keep your end of the deal, then that's agreeable to me and that I would sign. Wait a minute, let me see. Is there something else Oh yeah, I did say it. I said that's acceptable to me. So right then and there, I accepted his offer. I accepted the offer that Hughes made. Okay, so let's move on.
You got it, boss. Anyways, again, this one will be valid for 12 months on the account.
So now we're going to move back to the phone call in July 15th of 2023. We're going to listen to what they have to say when I explain to them the deal that I made with Hughes in January. Let's take a listen.
You are correct that we've received a call. This is from January. Looking on the records, this was exact date was January 12th.
That's correct.
Looking on the records, and so far they have applied a service discount good for the next 12 months, and that has been applied on the account. It's just so happened that there are two service offer that you were getting back then. A $20 off for 1 year and another $20 off, which is good for the next 3 months of the service. So the other 3 months of service discount had expired first, looking on the records. I mean, did you not receive any email
Okay, let me stop there for just a minute. Did you hear what he said? He said that you were offered a service discount, initially $20, I think is what he said, or so, for the first 3 months, and then another $20 for the entire year. Did you guys hear anything like that? In my phone call with Miguel, when I made my deal and I verified the deal 3 times, there wasn't anything said about that. That's pretty important here. So let's keep listening. I have to go back here just a little bit. All right, here we go.
I mean, did you not receive any email confirmation about the billing notices from Houston?
I've never received anything in email from HughesNet. However, what I will tell you is this. I spoke to a guy by the name of Miguel. Miguel told me in January, on January 12th, when I called, that he would be billing, that HughesNet would be billing me between $41 and $42, and that was going to begin January and go through December. There's no 3-month deal. There's nothing like that. In other words, on January 12th, I should have started whenever the first bill was in January, I should have started at $41.37, presumably, because that's what they billed me the first few times. So in other words, there's nothing about anything expiring in 3 months. That $41 to $42 is supposed to be starting in January through December of this year.
Basically, what was told is that's good for a year. Like the combination of the service discount offer is good for a year. So what you're telling me, sir?
No, what I'm telling you is what Miguel said and what I agreed to was to pay between $41 and $42 starting in January through December of 2023. There was nothing else said.
Now let me check Mr. Miguel's documentation. Just a moment. I have checked this, and so far, yes, you were offered a service discount offer, but none of the documentation, looking on the records, was told to you that the combination of the service discount is not the same. Looking on this documentation that we have here, we're going to honor, the offer on the account to give you the service discount offer good for the next 4 months still on the account. And what we can do about the previous charges is we can cover, your next month's payment, Mr. Earnhardt.
Okay, so I had to write this down to make sure that I read back correctly what he just said. Now, if you listen carefully, he said, we're going to honor it now, the offer on the account, to give you the, and then he pauses, and then he says, the service discount offered, good for the next 4 months on the account. Okay, so he kind of makes two offers here. First, he says he's going to honor the offer on the account, and then he says he's going to offer the service discount. So which one is he going to honor? And I'm laughing at this because to me it just seems like a trick, a ploy, to try to get me to change the agreement that I made with Miguel in January. I'm not going to accept any agreement they make me other than fixing what they've done and going back to and making sure they honor the agreement in January. If I agree to anything else, then whatever I agree to from that point forward then becomes our deal. So that's why I'm sticking to it. I'm saying, hey, I was made a deal in January and I expect you all to honor it. Okay, well, let's continue here, and we're going to talk a little bit more about the overages that they charged me. Let's see if they do anything about that. Okay, here is what I want. I was offered a deal by Hughes. I expect you all to keep it. The deal that I was offered was $41 to $42 per month beginning in January through December of this year. That is what I expect to pay, and that is what I expect Hughes to do. Now we have to deal with the overages that I was charged for the past 4 months. Because you all have charged me $20 per month, excess of what I agreed to pay. So in other words, at this point in time, I believe you are $80.08 that you have charged me in excess to what our agreed amount was.
We're going to apply $80 worth of credit on the account that can be used.
No, you are not going to apply $80 worth of credit. You are going to credit my payment method for the overages. You will credit my payment method. You took $80.08 over what you should have, and as far as I'm concerned, based upon our contract, that's stealing. Drop down into the comment section below and tell me, do you agree with me on that? That they took $80.08 more than they were supposed to, more than we agreed to? Do you agree with me that that's stealing? I want to hear what you all think about that. Make a comment below, please. I'm really interested. So let's keep going. So, I want the overages refunded to my payment method.
We're not going to be able to do so. I can refer you over to our upper management.
So you have someone available today in your senior resources department?
I can check and see with our upper management, so I can endorse your case over. Give me 2 to 3 minutes.
Okay, I spent approximately the next 20 to 25 minutes on hold, waiting for one of these upper management people to come on the line. And so, at any rate, I cut all of that out because that really has no bearing on the video or anything that happened. But let's listen to what that senior account representative had to say.
We have Mr. Kevin, one of the supervisor, and I told him about your concern, sir, and I will be connecting you over now.
Okay.
Hello, my name is Kevin, one of the supervisor. Who's that?
Yes, I can barely hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes, sir. May I know the main reason why you want to speak with the supervisor?
Now I'm having a hard time hearing you again.
Can you hear me, sir? Can you hear me now, sir? I mean, my headset or the mouthpiece of my headset are nearing my mouth now. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. If we can keep it like that, that would be great.
Okay, sir. Thank you. May I know the main reason why you want to speak with the supervisor, sir?
Well, because for the past 4 months, Hughes has been overcharging me $20.02 a month after we contracted for a certain amount, and then you started taking more than you were supposed to out of my bank account. And now my understanding is that Hughes does not want to refund the overages to my payment method.
Okay, let me just check on the account, sir, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So how much are you expecting to pay for Usenet, sir?
The amount that I agreed to in January was $39.98 per month plus tax. I was told that it would be between $41 and $42 per month, and then later learned that with tax the total is $41.37 per month. Starting in January and going through December of this year.
And how much were charged to your account?
For the past 4 months, I've been charged, and including this last one, which just went on my account is pending today, that would be a total of 4 times that I was charged $61.39. In other words, Hughes has now overcharged me $80.08.
I was still checking the history of your account, sir.
I'm sorry, what was that? What was that?
I'm still checking the history of your account.
Oh, okay. I just couldn't hear you.
Can you not hear me, sir?
Well, there's sometimes I can hear you, and there's sometimes I cannot. Okay, there's sometimes I can barely hear you.
I'm gonna replace my headset here. Let me just check if you can hear me. How about that? Can you hear me?
That's about the same, maybe a little better. Let's just go and just get this dealt with.
How about that, sir? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. Is it better now?
Yes, that does seem better.
Okay. So I am checking on the account. So you are canceling the service today.
No, I'm not canceling the service. Now, let's pay particular attention to that. Now, if you remember, it said I think it's in the audio from the phone call in January that if you cancel the service before the contract is up, that there's a termination fee. My understanding is for Hughes that fee is pretty significant. I'm hearing it's from $200 to $400. He just asked me if I was calling to cancel the service. So in other words, I'm trying to call in here and tell him you're overbilling me, and now they're trying to put me in jeopardy of paying a cancellation fee. Unbelievable. All right, let's keep going.
Okay. I'm so sorry for that. Okay. Sir, I have your billing information now, and I can see that you are being charged $61.19.
$61.39?
39 cents.
Yes.
That is because what you have right now is the 15 gigabyte service plan, which is $64.99, and you're renting the equipment for $14.99. Plus, you have a credit amounting to $20. So instead of $81, you will only pay $61.39.
Nope. Okay. Did you hear what he just said? He says that I'm paying $61.39 a month. I believe he said I'm paying another $40 per month for equipment rental. Let me go back and let's listen to that again, just to make sure that I'm being objective here.
You're renting the equipment for $14.99.
Okay, $14.99. So let's go back and let's listen to that one more time. I'm going to turn my speaker up here so you can hear it.
And you're renting the equipment for $14.99.
$14.99.
Plus, you have a credit amounting to $20. So instead of $81, you will only pay $61.39.
Okay, if you remember back to the phone call in January, that Miguel said the $39.98 included equipment rental. That was all in for everything, $39.98, equipment rental included, for a total of $41 to $42. Now all of a sudden it's changed. Let's keep going. No, you are wrong. When I signed up in January, I spoke to a guy by the name of Miguel. Miguel offered me service through Hughes for $39.98 a month plus tax. He said that since he didn't know what the tax rate was in my state, that the total would be somewhere between $41 and $42 per month. And he said that that rate would start in January and go all the way through December. So you are incorrect. I do not have to pay you all $61.39. The agreement I made with Hughes, the agreement I made with Hughes is for between $41.42 per month, beginning in January, going through December. Now you notice I'm starting to get a little flustered here with this guy. $41.42? No. Yep. I'm getting a little flustered. Because obviously I'm not happy with Hughes Internet for what they're doing. Let's just keep going here.
I already provided you explanation regarding the bill. We have a check on your bill, and that is the exact amount that you will be paying every month.
And that is?
$61.39.
That is not what I agreed to, and that is not what Hughes offered me. As I said, I agreed to pay. Hughes offered me, and I agreed to pay $41 to $42 per month, beginning in January, going through December of this year. That is all I agreed to pay, and that is what Hughes offered me. And that is the offer I accepted. Hello?
Yes, sir, I'm still here. Sir, in as much as I would like to, lower the bill, I already provided you information and the details of your bill, sir.
Okay, well then let me provide you with a little information. This is the 4th year that Hughes has tried to pull this crap on me. So you know what I did when I talked to Miguel in January? I recorded the call. And what I am telling you is exactly what we discussed. And because Hughes has once again decided to breach its contract with me and cause me all of this trouble, now I have filed a complaint with the Missouri Attorney General's office. And I have provided them with a copy of this. A copy with the call I had with Miguel. I know what you all offered. I know what I agreed to pay. And I've told you what that is.
Okay, sir. And I perfectly understand that. And since I already provided you all the information regarding your bill, those are the real information, sir. I just want to be transparent to you.
You are not. Did you hear that? I just want to be transparent with you. Oh, you gotta be kidding. Not being transparent. I have a copy, I have a recording of the phone call between Hughes' agent Miguel and me in January, stating exactly what I agreed to pay with Hughes and the money, the agreement that Hughes made to me, the deal they made to me. You are wrong. Hughes is in breach of contract right now with their agreement with me. I did not agree to pay $61.39. Hughes offered my service for $41 to $42 per month beginning in January, ending or going through December of this year, and I accepted that. And now Hughes is overcharging me $20.02 per month. A complaint has been filed with the Missouri Attorney General's office for deceptive business practices. And I assure you, you will find out. You all will get a copy of that phone call, and you will hear what your agent, what we agreed. You are in breach. Hughes is in breach of its agreement with me. You are overcharging me, and I will not tolerate it. All right, I'm going to stop it right there because I think the rest of this is pretty repetitive. And basically, what I'm trying to do is to get them to understand. I have a recording of the call, and you guys heard that. You know, I probably said that another 3 or 4 times in this conversation. And the reason I did that, because you would think that any company that's worth its salt, you would think that if their customer said, I have a recording of the call, the company would say, okay, well, can you provide us a copy of that? That would be the reasonable thing to do. But instead, Hughes's choice is to completely ignore my claim. They completely ignored anything that I had to say about what was offered. They just said that they went with the information they had in their system. Okay, well, there's nothing saying that anything was entered properly in that system. When I talked to Miguel, for all I know, he could have entered into the system the deal they said, even though that's not what we discussed. So the bottom line is, you know, when you're in a situation with a company and it's an over the phone deal, the situation is it's very easy for them to try to change the deal because it becomes, you know, their word against mine. And that's why I recorded the call this time. So now it's not my word against theirs. It's my word and a video recording of that call. It's my word and that against what they're saying. This is a no-win situation for Hughes. But you know, they are one of 2 internet service providers in my area. And they think that, you know, because they're the only game, they think that they're the only game in town, and because of that, they can just bully people around, you know, cheat people out of more money. Well, they're not going to cheat me. This ain't going to happen. So, at any rate, I'm going to end this video. I have a lot more here, and I've been trying to edit this together and trying to make it in a way that's, you know, not so long and everything like that, you know, but it's kind of hard to do that because there's so much to cover. So, what I'm trying to show you guys here is that Hughes Internet has a real nifty little scam here. It's real nifty. They think that they're pulling something over on somebody. They think they're pulling something over on me. This year, I got them dead to rights. So the plan from this point in time, I'm going to wait maybe a couple weeks or so, 2-3 weeks, and then I'm going to call the Hughes headquarters number with the area code, not the 1-800 number. I'm going to call the Hughes main office, and I'm going to try to talk to someone in there who's maybe in customer relations, and then explain all this to them and see if they're willing to do anything. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think they will. I don't think they care. So, at any rate, in a couple weeks, I'm going to be making that video. I'm going to be recording that call, and we'll just see what happens. At any rate, so I appreciate you guys watching the channel. I'm almost to 2,000 subscribers at the date of the publication of this video, and I want to thank each and every one of you for all of the great compliments and comments that you've given me about the videos I've posted on the channel, and all the support I've received, and all the people who have been asking me if I'm okay since my 4 strokes. I'm glad to say that I'm probably somewhere around 97% recovered now. That's going to be it for this video. I'm going to make that phone call in a couple weeks. We'll post another one. let's see what the main office has to say. Thanks again. Appreciate you watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Later.